Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at HBAR, which is currently up 0.5%. Now the entire market is just fluctuating. We've not had any real movement today, but regardless, we're going to be jumping into exactly where I think HBAR could be going over the next few days. But before we do so, I want to ask you guys to check out the Discord down below. You can see on the screen right now just how many trades our members have been winning over the past few days from simply joining the Discord, starting to copy and paste the alerts we're sending out to them into their own exchange, and they're profiting like you're seeing on the screen right now. It's absolutely insane. We've had over an 80% win rate over the past few months. So yeah, make sure you join up, start copying and pasting the trades, and start winning with us. Now back to HBAR. So in the past few videos we've been talking about how HBAR has been in this sort of downtrend, and just to quickly recap our sort of entering strategy, our initial entries were at 22 cents right here, and we'd obviously be down like just over 10% if we didn't have any DCA levels. We'd be down 13% right now. However, we did have a DCA level, and that was at 18 cents right here. And the way we sort of DCA is by doing a capital efficiency plan, where say we enter with $10,000 here at 22 cents. At the second entry, we're looking to enter with 20 to 50% more, usually 50%, but it usually can depend on your capital as well, and if the market, how much we fluctuated. Usually the less we fluctuate, the more you have to DCA in. So yeah, average entry gets brought down more, and the bigger the gap, the less you can enter in with, as your average entry will get brought down a lot. However, with HBAR, I think it's a very good position, and I like the coin, and I like this level a lot. I see a lot of value, and that's why we're going slightly heavier with the 50%. So $10,000 at 22 cents and $15,000 at 18 cents. That way our average entry is actually roughly 19 cents, somewhere around here. And as soon as it starts pumping back up a bit, we're practically instantly back at break even or even profits. After the DCA, we got sent to 50% profit after all the news. Yeah, we've come down since the market isn't in the best state, and this isn't even a reflection of HBAR really. It's more of a reflection of the entire crypto market, because Bitcoin also saw a crash down, but it didn't see a 50% pump from this level. I know you can't really compare alts to Bitcoin, but Bitcoin was one of the coins mentioned in the crypto reserve and HBAR wasn't. So I really like the HBAR value, and I think it's performing really well. And just to preface it, again, this was an entire market crash. The S&P fell over 10%, which wiped out like $5 trillion out of the market. Bitcoin also fell, and this was all in preparation for the rate, or the interest rate meeting, the FOMC meeting that we were having last week on Wednesday. And Trump really needs these rate cuts in order to allow the US to start booming again, because I believe he needs to borrow $2 trillion for the US, and at the current interest rates, it's just going to drive even more heaps of debt for the US. So what he's essentially doing is causing short-term market pain by sort of doing these flash decisions. If we take it compared to Biden, for example, how many months it take for him to make a decision and any sort of real major change and update to the country, Trump is doing within 24 hours. We have tariffs which are meant to help the US, but again, it causes short-term market pain because the market doesn't know how to react. It's a new president that we're getting essentially after his first term. Nobody knows how he's going to react, how he's going to perform, or what he's going to do. So if he starts doing these flash decisions, it causes uncertainty in the market, because it means that he can make flash decisions for a lot of things. Then people will obviously sell off their assets, high risk assets being the first thing everybody sells off. What's high risk assets? Well, it's crypto. It's relatively new. It's classed as high risk. So we get that sell off, but the sell off didn't just go into crypto, it went into stocks as well. Now that the market is becoming more accustomed to how Trump operates, we're not going to get the same sort of flash crash when more news comes out. Yeah, we might dip a bit if it's negative for the short term, but overall it's not going to cause these major effects, and neither really are those tariffs or the Oval Office incident or anything like that. Again, they were just short-term sort of crashes and negative catalysts. I think everybody's already forgot about the Oval Office incident. It was trending on Twitter for 48 hours maybe, and after that I think everybody's forgot now. So yeah, a lot of things that he might announce will cause a flash crash, but then we settle over and we can continue the uptrend. HBAR has actually also broke out of this descending wedge. I don't like to use these trading patterns at all. However, I just drew it on so you can see how the volume is sort of getting priced in. Whenever we get these volume pinches where volume is dying down, especially into the downside, we also will get a rather large pump. Now obviously the pump is going to be quite difficult because the market isn't in the best state, so we're not going to get any sort of of major pump. We did break out. We have just been sort of testing the resistance here. The only real targets we have are going to be 22 cents, which isn't going to be that big of a move. I think it's going to be like 10 to 12%. Overall, it's nothing major for our long-term position, which is what we're holding. You know, we're going to be targeting way higher up. We're trying to get at least a 2x here, so the previous highs at 40 cents would be our take profit essentially. And I think it's a relatively low risk trade. Again, we do have one more DCA level at 11 cents right here, 11-12 cents, in case the market does flop again. I think we've seen the worst that is to come. I don't really see how much worse it can get. Bitcoin is still feasible, 69,000. Alts, I'm not too sure, because a lot of alts are really low, like Ethereum. You know, there's not much lower it can go than 1800. We'd be back down to 1500, and there's so much positivity for ETH, the ETH ETF, more potential news that could be coming out as well for ETH. Sol crashed down significantly as well, from 290 nearly 300 to 140. Yeah, really needs to start picking back up. A lot of coins have crashed down a lot. The main ones that haven't crashed are the ones that were the worst performers, or one of the worst performers during the last bull run, or sort of the latter stages of the last bull run. XRP being one of those coins, it's performing incredibly. It's over $2.30, remained over $2 ever since we really pumped up to it. So yeah, performance has been great on a lot of these coins, and they're still holding strong, especially, you know, these sort of black logoed coins, XRP, HBAR, Quant, maybe even Crow as well. It has crashed down actually quite a lot, but yeah, HBAR and XRP in specific performing really well, and that's why I think it's such good value to enter in and target easy 2x's, especially if you're using the DCA strategy, you know, with 20 to 50% more at each lower level. I think that there's no real way you can go wrong, as long as you're not going all in as well. You know, diversify a bit. Bitcoin dominance also just slowly starting to drop off, nothing major yet. When that does fully start falling, that's when we'll see alts again perform well, and Bitcoin needs to break above 90,000 here, and if it's able to use it as a support and we can continue going up, then the market will be in a much better state and we'll be back. We'll actually be back, rather than us consolidating here and potentially crashing down to 74 or 69,000. Other coins I'm going to be keeping an eye on this week include Dogecoin. Been performing quite well, hit this resistance, will be interesting to see if it falls. Dog with hat, really poopy coin, so yeah, you know, going to be watching for some shorts, maybe even longs. I really, you know, don't like Dog with hat, but maybe we can find some potential longs from here to 70 cents. Again, I'm more all about making money rather than the like or dislike of a coin. HBAR we've already talked about. Fetch also trending up quite nicely, really underperforming in the market right now. Might be good one to keep an eye on for DCAs. XRP we talked about. Sui up 5% today, soaring up to this resistance level. Will be interesting to see if it resists or if it breaks above. Render, similar thing. No real resistance levels on Render, but it is starting to perform quite well. Polkadot we talked about. It's not really a resistance level, but it's a prior support that it's sort of resisting at. Solana we mentioned really needs to pick back up. ETH again under 2k is an absolute steal for ETH. If you're able to get that, I think you can't really go wrong as well. 2x to the previous highs, can't really go wrong with that. And obviously Bitcoin. Now, if you did find the video helpful and you did enjoy it, please do make sure to like and subscribe, as it actually does help out a lot. You don't understand how much it helps out. If you need a place to buy, sell, or trade cryptocurrency for the lowest fees with the best sign-up bonuses, then check out the exchanges we're working with down below. And if you need a place to actually copy trades and learn trading, then check out the Discord. It will be the first link in the description. You can learn all my strategies and you can even copy my trades every single day. Make sure you join up. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.